Alright, what's going on, everyone? So today in this video, I'm here to discuss, I'm a huge stutter there, but today I'm here and we're going to be talking about how you guys can buy the Supreme Fall Winter 18 box LOGOS. I know I've been doing a lot of Supreme videos lately. It just has been what people have been wanting, so I'm going to keep doing what you guys want on the channel, of course. And if you guys have any other suggestions on things you want to see, you guys can comment that below, DM me on Instagram. And actually, I'm doing a giveaway really soon. I said it was going to wait till 20K to do my next giveaway, but I know this has been a hot minute, like a long time since I've done my last giveaway. So basically, I'm about to do another giveaway. It's going to be with somebody. I'm not going to announce who yet, but you guys will see. He's a very trusted guy, and I'm excited to do this giveaway. We're going to have a lot of things, and you know, it's going to be like a sort of smaller giveaway. I think it's going to be like a smaller collaboration giveaway, and then I'm going to do a huge one for 20K. So actually, this is like an extra giveaway I'm adding, so I'm going to do 2, and I think you guys are going to enjoy that. So we're going to get into it. Enough intro. You guys probably just, I don't know, I'm gonna stop talking because I can talk for a while, but yeah, let's get into this video. Subscribe below if you're new, drop a like, and let's see how you guys can cop the Fall Winter 18 LOGOS. Okay, so as you all may or may not know, I assume most of you probably do if you follow like Supreme news, things revolving around Supreme. I understand why some of you may not, and you know, you just sort of just like to buy it. But basically, looking at that, there are going to be 2 boxes this year. The first one are going to be the week 4 ones. They're going to be Comme des Garçons CDG, and you know, we're all looking forward to that one. This is what people assume it's going to look like. A lot of people saying, oh, it's not actually going to look like that, but it would just make sense. And then we're going to have the crew necks later on, somewhere in December. I think December 6th, if I'm correct, one of those dates. But basically, you have the 13th, September 13th, and December 6th for the box. So those are the 2 dates that we have. Now looking at that, I'm going to teach you all how to copy. So obviously I'm going to go over a manual first, and then I'm going to go over some other methods, since most people like to stick with manual. And also, you know, it's sort of the fair way, I guess, but you know, as you can tell, most people don't just stick with manual. But if you guys don't have the option of a bot, or you aren't able to afford one, don't worry. I'm gonna teach you all some options you guys can use here. Okay, so first, I'm actually gonna tell you all how you can get it on your phone. Now, I'm then gonna discuss computer options afterward. I'm just gonna discuss the phone option first, because, you know, I feel like a good amount of people are, you know, like on their phone at school. And, you know, I'm gonna be in school while the drop is going on. Some of you may skip school to use your computer instead. And, you know, that's a fair idea for y'all, especially if you have the opportunity to make a good bit from it. If you get it, are able to get a couple of them, of course. But looking at that, one thing I'd recommend, if you don't have a bot or a proper autofill system, one thing you can do, it's sort of like an autofill, but it's technically manual. It's like filling out some information here that you would need to copy and paste through like the Notes app on your iPhone. And basically what you would do here is just copy and paste things that you would need to, like, you know, obviously select. That would be harder to type. And basically you can just go here through the Notes app, double tap back to Supreme app when you get it, and then just fill it in there. So basically just put information on the notepad, and you know, you'll basically be able to check out on that pretty easily. So that's the first option. Well, I don't know why I said check out easily, because it's hard to check out in a box logo, especially because most people tend to get hit with the refreshing error or not able to like load, and that's called error 404. Now what error 404 is, it's just basically when there's too many people at once and there's like a queue sort of letting people in, except it's not really a queue because there's no order. Like anybody can get it at any time. Like you can get it for 15 minutes and not get it, or you can get it for 5 seconds and then suddenly get it. So just be patient if you get hit with that, but that's just one thing I'd recommend. And you know, they may restock them a few minutes later. Highly doubt it, but it has happened before, you know, when they've restocked a certain size, like large, XL, not small. They typically never restock small. In the US, it just never happens. But that's the first thing right there, is just using a notepad in your iPhone. Next up though, I thought I'd bring this up for a couple seconds because I've discussed in so many videos. Filler, if you don't know what filler is, there you go. Basically does everything I told you. Instead of you having to copy and paste everything in the notepad, instead you just basically would get filler, copy and paste everything in the filler beforehand, and then it will fill it out all for you. Filler is decently reliable, and you know, it's okay for iPhone, so that works. And obviously the most basic suggestion, just go in the app itself and type everything in there. I mean, that's a suggestion. You can use that. I don't know, it's up to you, but I mean, it's slow, it's hard, but you know, you may be able to get it. Oh, and I thought I'd bring this up since, you know, if you aren't actually able to buy the box logo when it drops, like you're not available at that time, or you know, you don't have the time, just keep it simple. You can hit up someone to buy it for you, maybe your relative, or if you can't do that, or you don't want to do that, here's a more simple option. Basically, there's Instagram resellers, a bunch of them. Just make sure you find someone trustworthy that can buy the box logo for you, and they do things like proxies, that's what it's called. And a proxy is basically someone that buys the box logo for you for a bit of a charge. So let's say, you know, the box logos for the tees, let's say you want one of the tees, and those are released for $48. So they're gonna be like, hey, buying box logo tees for people for, let's say, 200. So yeah, you are gonna have to pay 200, but they are then actually getting the item for you and they're just carrying it for you. So basically what you would do beforehand is you would not gift, do not gift an item. If you're using PayPal, don't gift money because that's how you get scammed and you won't win that. So do not gift at all. What I'd recommend is then paying through goods and services, paying them $200 for the box logo, and then basically what they would do is buy it for you and they would basically just ship it to you. So that's what a proxy does, is basically they buy it for you for a charge, and you know, it's a good option. So if you don't have the time, there you go, you can get someone to buy it for you. All you gotta do is just pay, I mean, it can be a decent amount more, but you know, $200 for a box logo is really good. So, you know, yeah, obviously you'd be making some sort of a come up on it. Okay, so this is probably all my fair suggestions for the iPhone. You can use your notes section on your phone, iPad. You can use a autofill and you can use the app, but there's not the only one. You can use a bot too. Now, obviously a buy is, you know, sort of cheating. I'm gonna be real, but a lot of people do it, and you know, just a way to actually get one more securely. Now, there is one option I'd recommend. I've been talking about them a lot. You know, it's just they're good. It's called SupBot. Here's the logo basically right there. It's $20 in the App Store, and it's, you know, really good. It's effective, and all you gotta do is just make sure everything's typed in correctly and it checks out for you. So all you gotta do is start the bot, leave it on it, and it'll actually check out on it for you. Of course, you're gonna want to be watching it, but you could like set it down and it would check it out for you. Like, you wouldn't have to touch anything. So all you gotta do is like select the items on the app that you want, and it's really good. And this isn't a promotion for SupBot in any way, nor for any of these apps that I've discussed. I'm just saying there's some good options and I'd recommend them. Some of them are classic options like filler, and some of them are newer, really good options for an affordable price like SupBot. So if you want to do that, that's a bot too. And you know, I'll link it down below maybe, so you guys can go check it out. Of course, for Android, then you know, you're probably gonna have to just autofill or something like that. I'm not sure which autofills necessarily work, but it probably, I don't know if fillers on Android. I think it is though, so you can just use that. Okay, so next up we're gonna discuss computer. So if you're in a study hall, let's say, and you have a computer on you in your book bag, I assume, you know, if you have a computer, you use that option, but sadly I cannot, cause like when I have to cop the box, I'm gonna be in the middle of a classroom. But basically, looking at this, one thing I would recommend on a computer is basically you can go to Supreme New York and you can use a autofill. Now, one autofill I'd recommend is Chrome Autofill. It's another classic option. It works super good, like it's really good. And basically what you do is leave a bunch of tabs open on Supreme New York, and basically when you load it at 11 o'clock, you just wait for the first one to load, and obviously you're gonna have to click through it, and chances are that you're gonna get stuck on the checkout page for most of them, because when you're on the box logo and you know, you just have to check out, and on the website it's gonna lag super hard, like it's gonna crash. That's almost guaranteed. Some people are gonna easily be able to breeze through it and have no lag at all. For those of you that are able to do that, let me know what your internet is, because that is crazy. But basically that's something I'd recommend. You know, I'm gonna be in the middle of school, I'm gonna have to use cellular data, so the chances of me getting one is a lot lower than someone that's able to stay at home and get their box logo there with their Wi-Fi. That's a lot easier. But basically, looking at that, one option I recommend, so leave a bunch of tabs open and just wait till one loads. When one loads and it's like clean, no lag, nothing like that, check out on that one as quick as you can, or you can try and check out on all of them, and basically whichever one is able to go through first, and you just put the autofill there, and bam, you try and check out in it. And obviously never leave the processing page. Like, stay on the bar, you know, when it's loading right there, just stay on that. Do not click off it, because if you click off it, that could be a huge missed opportunity. So if you know, if one of your pages is stuck on it and it's stuck on the processing page, like at the very end it's stuck, don't click out on that page. It does not mean it's over, because it could still process. You just have to maybe wait a few minutes, because let's be real, these boxes are actually going to sell out a bit slower because of the lag. I think that's why some box logos may sell out slow. It's because the lag. So you could see like the first box logo sell out in like a minute just because of the lag. But being real, the site is all clean and all that. These are going to check out in seconds. So just make sure you have everything right there, and you know, use your phone, computer, whatever you can. But that's my first option. Okay, so obviously we got to go to the next option, which is bots. Now you could do the notepad option again on the computer also. If you don't want to use an autofill, or you know, you just don't have that option to use the autofill, you can use the notepad option. If you have a Mac, or I believe there's like a notepad option on almost all computers, you can just use it there. School computer, whatever it is. So basically another bot that's decent. Copbot, it's like $60, not half bad. You know, I've heard good reviews in it. A lot of YouTubers promote it. I don't promote that bot, but I've heard, you know, a lot of good things in it. So, you know, there you go. You can go look up some videos on the Copbot, and you know, you may be able to get a discount code from one of them. I don't have my own discount code, because again, I don't do any of that. But basically that's a bot option. And you know, obviously you got the options like Force Cop and all these other options. I'm not a huge fan of Force Cop, because a lot of people use it, and typically Force Cop is very laggy, and I've heard it's inconsistent. I had the phone one, it was super bad. Being real, I'm sorry, Force Cop, if you're watching this, just maybe do some improvements on it, stay up to date on that. But you know, I've already given you guys some phone bot options, so that's one of them, the Cop bot. You can use that for computer. Another really good computer bot, I believe they may have a phone bot option also, not too sure, is Falcon AIO. Heard a lot of positive reviews and I heard it's pretty good. That's what I've heard. I personally haven't looked up too much on it, but that's another option. Apparently they got a really good like checkout page. Like I'm looking up some photos here. People checking out items pretty easy. They're doing some giveaways on them, and you know, they've listed a bunch of other options for bots that are really good. So Supreme Slayer obviously is a pretty good bot that we've heard of, and of course AIO bot, all-in-one bot for Supreme everything. I believe that bot sold out, and I believe it's reselling for a couple grand. So AIO bot, again, if you're able to drop a couple G's on a really good bot that can check out on sneakers or anything, and you're trying to cook on pretty much any item, as many items as possible, and of course trying to check out on as much as you can of that item, so like 5 of one item, so you can make the most money for reselling it, to go with Cyber AIO, but it's gonna cost you a lot. It's gonna cost a good bit. So those are some other options, Falcon Supreme, all that. Pretty good. So I think I've discussed enough bots, but just so you, Falcon's good. Again, not a promo, but there's this thing on the Twitter, and this guy checked out on like 4 or 5 items right there. So I mean, I would say that's pretty solid. They retweeted it, so Falcon looks pretty good. So I'll leave anything down below. Leave their Twitter down below. Falcon AIO may be sold out. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna go to their site real quick. Okay, so the Falcon bot, $110. It's actually sold out right now. Not a surprise. They do again the same thing as like Cyber AIO and all those other bots. So it's probably reselling, and I'm sure you guys may be able to find some good bots from other people. Just make sure it's trusted, ask people on it, and you know, just basically go out there and look for a good computer bot. So Falcon looks pretty good, I would say. One of the better bots actually. The cop bot's still available. I think they don't really sell out. I don't know if they, I don't know how many of the bots they sell, because I know some people want to limit how much they use their bot, because of course, you know, running a server for a bot is very difficult, as I know. So looking at that, that's pretty much the end of the video, and I just want to say thank you all for watching. Hopefully these tips helped you in some sort of way, so you guys can go out there and look for a bot. I'll link some options down below, and just, you know, maybe some new things you haven't heard before and some other options. Of course, if you end up copying box logo using one of these methods, be sure you guys comment on this video so I know. DM me, show me your success, so I should know that these videos are actually helpful. Not sure when this is going to be out, but hopefully it's out sooner rather than later. And I just want to say I love you all. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below if you're new for more videos like this. Drop a like, and of course, actually subscribe to stay tuned for the giveaway that's coming in my next video. The first giveaway, and then of course the second giveaway, which is going to be a really big one. And I'm actually excited to do that. And we're going to be giving you guys something really big, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. That's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching, and of course, I love you all again. Peace out.